Hey, this is my video entry or contest entry or video response to the Lady Grave Dancer on paranormal experiences. And I I have a couple, but I was just trying to narrow it down to one that kind of left the most the largest impact on me throughout my life, and actually kind of opened me up to believing that there was something more than sorry, nose itch, than what is just here in front of us. And I know that when I was a kid, I'm sorry, I'm having like allergies. Um, when I was a kid, there were certain experiences that I had that I told my parents about, and I remember all of these. Um, uh, I remember it all like it was yesterday, and I would kind of like maybe see things, or people that I've never met before would come to me in a dream. And that's, to a parent, that's like just not, that's like whatever, not such a big deal. It's just a made up character in your head during a dream. But there was this one dream that I had when I was about 8 years old, and I had met this guy in my dream who was wearing um, cowboy boots, a leather vest with a t-shirt underneath. He had one of those Texas ties. I think that's what they're called, like the turquoise or whatever. It's just like two strings, and he had a cowboy hat on, a ponytail, and aviator shades. He's a cool dude. He's a cool guy. I had fun hanging out with him in my dream. And I told my mom about this dream, and she thought nothing of it. And then I had the dream again a couple years later with the same guy, and I told my mom, I was like, this man in my dream is telling me to tell you that he says hello. And my mom was like, oh, okay, well, hello, whatever. Still, again, not such a big deal. Then a couple years later, again, so I was 8, and four, maybe a little more than a couple. I was probably like 15 or 16 or so. And this guy came to my dream again and told me again to tell my mother that he was saying hi. And my mom at this point was like, okay, so tell me a little bit more about him. And my mom is like a spiritual person, but I don't think she's a scientist. She teaches science, and, she's a scientist. She believes more in like the science of things, than, really believing in ghosts. And she just thinks like, oh, you die, your energy goes there, that's it, whatever. And I told her about this guy, and she asked me to describe to him more of what he looked like and what his personality was like. And I told her, and I said that he kind of had like this Boston kind of accent. Um, and she asked me what his name was, and I told her I remember him saying his name was Starling. Starling is the name that I remembered him saying to me. And her face, she just got like white. Um, she was like, "Do you mean Sterling?" And I was like, "He said Starling is what I heard, you know." And she was like, "Okay, hold on a second." And she went and she got this old photo book with all these pictures, from the 60s, 70s, and maybe in 50s, I don't know, but it was the 60s. It was when she was in college, and she showed me this picture of this guy who I'd never seen before. I never looked at his photo before, nothing, and he had appeared to me on multiple occasions throughout the years. She opened it up and she showed me the picture, and in that picture, it was a different T-shirt, but he was wearing almost the same exact. Sorry about this beeping. Someone keeps trying to like talk to me on Facebook, and uh, same exact thing, different T-shirt. And I was like, that's him. That's the guy. Like, he just wants me to keep telling you that he says hi to you. And she was like, I can't believe it. This was like my first love. And he passed away in a motorcycle accident after they had been together, and then they split up, and went their separate ways in college, keeping in touch through letters. And then she was notified that he had passed away. And she told me this was her first love. She thought this was like the love of her life, who she was going to marry. I was old enough at this point to not be like, well, what about dad? They were separated or whatever already. So, um, yeah, so this guy kept appearing to me. And then after I told her about this, um, 2 or 3 nights afterwards, I had a dream about him and he wasn't saying anything. And I was nervous now in my dream about this because, this guy from beyond was trying to contact me. And I kind of like woke up and like, I shook it off. And when I woke up, I was starting to open my eyes. And at the end of my bed, I saw a shadowed figure, but it was completely dark. There was the moon coming in through the light from the moon coming through my windows, but other than that, it was dark, so I could see, but not like really see. And there was just this shadow figure, and I knew automatically, and I felt it that was him. And he told me, "Thank you, um, thank you. I can go now. I can rest now." And it was really emotional for me because it was like here I am never having really an experience that like that intense, and here it was. I almost feel like I helped this soul spirit be able to move on by helping him say what he needed to say through me to my mom, um, because after that happened the figure disappeared and I have never had a dream about him again. And that was it. And I could feel it. I could feel after he said thank you that he meant it, that he was like, okay, like I'm ready to leave now. And I don't consider myself to be a medium. This was just an experience that I had. This was I've had other paranormal experiences, but this was the one that left most of an impact on my life and led me to believe that there is something else after all of this, and kind of helped shape and form my beliefs in afterlife and death and ghosts, spirits, whatever you want to call them. And that was it. This has become a longer video than I expected, but I just wanted to say thank you for giving everybody this opportunity and me this opportunity to win your contest, because it sounds like it would really be awesome. And I kind of like not knowing what's going to be inside of that box because I just think it's cool. A nice surprise to whoever wins it. So good luck to everybody. And thank you again. And thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for watching my video response. And thank you for putting your videos out there. I love watching you, Lady Grave Dancer. So thank you very much.